Okay, friends, so we're going to do section 4.1, okay? And I want to remind you of a couple things up top here. First of all, that slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, okay? That would be the first thing. The second thing that I want you to keep in mind is, of course, slope intercept form, okay? Because we are going to use that a lot. Okay, so this whole section is about writing the equations, okay? Given some different information, okay? So real quick, if I give you the slope is 3 and the y-intercept is 5, you'd be like, really, Mrs. Bassett, that's pretty easy. All I need to do is y is equal to, okay, 3 goes in for the m. We have so many cords running around this room. And I'll make the blue. I'll do pink and blue. And the b is the y-intercept. Well, that's easy. 3x plus 5. There you go. End of story. So if you're given the slope and the y-intercept, that is pretty doggone easy, okay? Super, super easy. In fact, what would you do if I gave you this? Okay, can you write? So do we know what the slope is here? Well, could you count? Well, sure you could. Okay, well, let's count from, so up 1 over 1. That was easy. So my slope is 1 over 1, right? Or just 1. Huh, well, that's easy. I know just where that goes in my equation. Y is equal to 1x. All right, now can you find the y-intercept? Well, that is also easy. It's right there. It's wherever it crosses the y-axis. Well, what is y here? Well, this is 0, 1. So 1 is my b, so plus 1. So you just wrote two different things. If you're given the slope and the y-intercept, you can do it. If you're given the slope or given a graph, super, super easy. You could totally do that as well, okay? Wonder if you're given the equation like this. Wonder if I told you that f of 0 is 2 and f of 2 is 4. How do I find something like that? Okay, how do I find something like that? Well, that gets us to really one of the next points that we need to really tackle is finding slope. So first of all, let's practice. This is in functional notation. Let's practice writing this as a point. So what point would this be? Remember, this is f of x. So x is 0 and y is 2. X is 2 and y is 4. So look, that's easy. Do I know the slope? Well, no, but I can go ahead and I can label x1, y1, x2, y2, and I can use my slope formula, can't I? So this is where I would use my slope formula if I'm not given the slope. Okay, so let's see, 4 minus 2, so y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what's 4 minus 2? Well, that's 2. And 2 minus 0, well, that's 2. So my slope is 1. Okay, I'm going to highlight that. Okay, do I know my y-intercept? Remember, the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. That's when x is 0 and y is a number. Oh, wait, it's right there. So anytime you see a 0 and a number, that's your y-intercept. So all you got to do is plug it in. 1x plus 2. Look at how easy that was. Okay, super easy. Okay. Questions on that piece? Okay, so here we go on this. So let's try another one. Let's see if you can recognize some of these, okay? So I'm just giving this to you normally. All right, here you go. Okay, do I know the slope? Do you know anything? Do you recognize anything? Well, let's find the slope. Let's do x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, here we go. 10 minus 1 over 0 minus 3. So y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. All right, 10 minus 1 is 9. And 0 minus 3 is a negative 3. And 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 1, or negative 1 over 3. Okay, that's my slope. I'm going to highlight that in pink. All right, do I know my y-intercept? Now, do you remember the trick? Well, that's right, if it's 0 and a number. So this must be my y-intercept. Wow, that's a really good trick to remember. Okay, again, y-intercept and slope. Okay. Questions on that piece? All right, let's try one more in function notation, just so you get this. F of 4 is a negative 3, and f of 0 equals a negative 2. All right, so right away, why don't you write these as points? So remember, this is f of x. So when x is 4, y is negative 3. When x is 0, y is a negative 2. Well, am I given my slope? No, let's figure it out. All right, here we go. y2, ooh, this has got some negatives, minus y1. So there's a double negative there, see that? Okay. And then 0 minus 4. Okay, so two negatives make a positive. So what is negative 2 plus a positive 3? Well, that's 1. And 0 minus 4, that's a negative 4. Now, notice what I did. I switched that negative from the bottom up to the top because that's what I always do. I always put my negative up on top. So I work with up or down, and then I always slide to the right. Okay, that's my focus when I'm graphing. All right, there's my slope. All right, did you find the trick? You're right, a negative 2. Very good. So plug it into the equation. Mx plus b. Now you could put plus a negative if you wanted. That works. You can just leave it negative, and it doesn't matter if the negative's on the top or the bottom. But that's it, friends. All done. Thanks for joining me. See you later.